Coming in at Alex's number one is a film that made quite a bit of noise this year. Terrifier 3.
Oh, yeah. Art Claus.
Yours, friend.
All right. I got to say, I love Art the Clown, and I love Terrifier 2. And I was hesitant to go see this movie in the theater because I didn't want to see a Christmas horror movie during Halloween season. But I gotta say, this is my favorite Christmas horror movie since Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Okay.
Art the Clown.
To me, that's still the reign.
Yeah, well, Silent Night, Deadly Night is the best Christmas horror movie of all time. But Art the Clown dressing up as Santa Claus, just going around and murdering people in the most brutal ways possible. That this movie was like, even at times for me, like, I love gore. I watch gory movies all the time. This movie at times was making my fucking jaw drop in the theater. When I saw it in the theater, no one walked out like the rumors are that everyone's throwing up, fainting, walking out of the theater. That didn't happen in my theater, but dude, this movie was insane. But it wasn't in like, even though they went there, it wasn't in like this edgy way. This is just art style. This is just Damien Leone style. I can't wait to see this again, hopefully right before Christmas, because this is a great Christmas horror movie, as I've said, and it's definitely probably my favorite Terrifier movie in the series. And I gotta say, Victoria, she is diabolical. Like, she was so good in this movie. So I can't wait to see it again. And Art the Clown dressed as Santa with a chainsaw. Holy shit. I loved it.
Dave.
So I was a huge fan of Terrifier 2, especially that guy playing the DJ. And I went into this one. I think the reason why I liked it, I didn't love it, is kind of the best way I can describe it. Part of that might be I went into it with very high expectations coming out of Terrifier 2. But what I really loved that the Terrifier 2 did was it built this whole mythology of, like, you know, the angel and the demon and the good versus evil. And I felt like Terrifier 3, I loved all the Christmas stuff. You're right, it's a great Christmas horror movie. But I kind of wanted it to go further with that mythology. And I feel like all it did was tell us what the second movie already showed us. And I wanted it to go a little bit more into it. And I know it famously ended on a cliffhanger. And I guess I was expecting this was going to be like the end of the trilogy, but no, actually the second one's the start of the trilogy and all. So I may change my opinion based on what Terrifier 4 does, but just the thing I liked most about Terrifier 2, I felt was lacking in this one.
Yeah, a lot of people have said that as well. And I'm thinking that hopefully 4 will explain more about why Art is the way he is, or where does Art come from? Was he an actual serial killer that became... It seems like he was an actual serial killer that that got possessed by a demon. I'm guessing that the first one he was mortal, and then the end he committed suicide. And then he woke up in the morgue, and that's where like the supernatural stuff comes. But I'm sure the fourth one will explain more.
I'm sure. I know that at the end when they're having and that's the other thing. I thought the showdown was much less climactic than their showdown in Terrifier 2.
In the second one, yeah.
Yeah. So everybody knows, you know, first off, this is not in my top 5. I just got to throw that out there. If you notice, it's not there. This is not my number 1 or anything either. So my number 1's quite creative. But it's one of these. I got to stick to my guns, but also I love seeing my friends have success like this. I love the producer Phil Falcone, the Levy brothers, Steve, Damien, David. I love the fact that this was done without Hollywood. No, like watch this, watch
$100 million.
Watch us make our own fan base, which is something I try to do. I'm hoping, if Camera X coming up is that film. But you want to kind of follow that Terrifier playbook, which isn't that bit. Well, first off, there's a bit of luck, and the second part is these guys do something that nobody else does. Means they talk to their fans. Where I think if I was to write Kane Hodder on Facebook, he ain't gonna talk to me, or maybe a couple likes and stuff or something really cute and funny once in a while. But these guys take the time for the fans, and when the fans feel important, they will champion you. And I think that's the second fuel of what makes this all go around. So I'm so happy that an unrated movie got all the press. I was happy to see all the celebrities that and the success of the film. But again, the number one thing is what driven this film is the horror community championed Art the Clown. They said this is our guy. This is our next guy. And that's really the luck of the draw with that. And I'm really
beat the Joker.
Yep. And
it beat the Joker with 1/100th of its budget.
Exactly. And the Joker to me self-terminated.
Yeah,
I wasn't a fan of the memes of one clown killing the other, especially if David's trying to be the Joker. Maybe you shouldn't be taunting the property owner.
Yeah, no. Joker 2's failure was Todd Phillips taking $200 million and lighting on fire.
It was because reality, I think everybody thought we were going to see a continuance of the Joker, with the world, that whole city of Gotham at his feet. You are a commander in chief. What do you want us to do? And it's you just went back to you're the old guy again. What happened? So, but another reason I don't have this in my top 5 though. I just got to be honest with my heart. I'm just happy for everybody, but it's literally every word that Dave said. The story didn't go forward, and I'm kind of okay. For a guy, I need to understand what's going on. So if you're sitting here in anticipation and the story's going to go more forward, and I know Damien knows this, I know he's going to explain it creative wise. I think he should have did at least give us something more. But it didn't happen. So you don't make the top 5, but I'm very happy for them with their success.